Hello everybody and welcome back to Cities Skylines with your mayor Kuros, Paladin, in the city of Knight's Helm. Looking at the downtown area, well just the city in general, from way out, from more or less Hamidon's point of view, out in the Hive, which is located way over to the northwest corner of the city, the Hive. So last episode, it has been 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks since the last episode. I think I know I did the golf course, but then I did an episode after the golf course. I don't remember what it was, so I don't remember what I was doing, and I don't know what my objective was. I am sorry. I try to write them down, but then certain little furry paws make certain my notepads end up missing, and I never find them again. So what I really should do is maybe make electronic notes of what I am doing. I believe I did this work over here in New Sparta. And I wanted to continue out over here, kind of edging out towards this international airport over here, Kuros Paladin International Airport, which is doing not too bad, 218 peeps last week, our passengers. We had some folks coming in for a landing there, and 160 out of 160, so... we got our train station here, so 37 folks just coming over to the airport as it is. So, one thing I do want to do, I think I remember it's in here. I'm going to go over here. Oh, hey, find it update. Notice this thing. Sub-buildings are now accessible via the extra filters. Okay, but optionally use light background color for the main panel, easier to see. And add new prop filter tabs. Okay. Well, what I was looking for is if I could type, and I made it, because there was, I thought, fountain. Oh, it's a little smaller than I thought though, but I want a fountain. Right here, just as you come in to KPX. Just a fountain. And there is that one fountain, but this one... Well, I can't really tell if it's animated or not. Yeah, it looks like it is, but okay. Yeah, there's the big one there too, but... Alright, just a little bit of more landscaping in there. So we have not a very good residential demand. Commercial demand just cannot kill it. It's like a cockroach. Although residential demand just doubled. And industrial office demand is just hanging out there at about 32, 33. Our unemployment, so we've got that issue that might be coming up. We don't know. Maybe I'm just always thinking of this wrong. Maybe that's just a normal demographic spread there. 33, 33, and then children, teens, and young adults make up the other third of the population. But I do need more labor, people in the labor age as opposed to the senior and children age. So that's why I need more residential, but I need that residential demand to bring residential up. So I have these power lines that are scattered through here at the moment, but it looks like I could probably get rid of this right here. Yeah. So if I put in... Actually, I could do one of the underground ones, because I will not be building anything here. So just boom, that will connect that. And then I am going to put underground ones here. I'm not really fond of them because I've had issues with them, but that was always underwater. But you really wouldn't have power lines near an airport. So I'm going to go ahead and remove those. And then I don't need this anymore. That's a stub. So we'll get rid of that. And I don't even need this anymore because it is now served through there. So I can get rid of all these power lines too. Because I'm preparing for some expansion in this area. So there, okay. In fact, I could even do this. We just have underground power cables through there, and it's like the bit I can't think. Die Hard 2, where you've got the power cables underground, and I think it was power cables that they exploited. But anyhow, okay. So last but not least, I don't need these power lines. They're just a security blanket at the moment, and by the time I get done with what I'm doing, they shouldn't be required anymore. So we can get rid of all of these power lines as well. Okay. So I think that takes care of all the power lines in the area. Yep. Because I want to expand into this area. With what little residential demand still remains. So, I still want to sort of continue being parallel, because I want it to, Rotunda, it kind of got eaten into over here as it went into Woodvale and so on and so forth, and Overbrook. But down here, I would still like it to be somewhat just like it is. So we're going to use our center tree avenues similar to over here. Now what I don't know if I'm going to do is if I'm going to have high density here or low density. I am going to connect, obviously, as you saw, to that road. And then I'm 2 away, so this would be a continuation. Okay, except I do not want it to be elevated, so we're going to force it to be to ground level. Okay. I'm putting a lot of intersections on that road. I'm wondering if I'm overtaxing. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take that out for the moment. Okay. We're going to reconnect to that. We're going to come out to about there. Okay. And then this one will not connect, although it might actually connect right there. We'll see. And then here, actually no, we'll be more in the middle, like so. There we go. All right. That does mean though that this road can come all the way out to there, and this road can come all the way out to there. All right. I really should connect to here somehow, though. And maybe I will do that with... Actually, it's going to be a lot of traffic coming in here, isn't it? I'm beginning to wonder now if I should just upgrade. Because I don't want it... I want traffic to be able to flow somewhat. So that should do. Okay. Alright. This is a stub. That won't get... I hope there won't be a lot of people cutting through. Let's put it that way. Alright. So we've got that. Let's make certain we've got our pipes. It is covered with pipes. Excellent. So let's go ahead and we're going to start putting down some zones. So before we do that, because I always forget, let's get them some nice little parks. Rotunda seems to have a lot of cemeteries for reasons that I don't really remember why, and that's under health, so let's go over to health. So I'm going to put down a couple more cemeteries just because. Well, not a couple, we'll put down one. And I don't know if you heard the little sound there, sounds like somebody's trying to get in touch with me through Discord. That is how we used to do our City of Heroes teams with the Knights of Aggro, but That is on hold indefinitely. Do I want to put it there? Actually, we'll put it up over here. Oh, okay. Alright. I also need the basics, so you need a school. So I still think right along this main road wouldn't be bad. So, a school there. A high school. Kinda kitty corner. Police. Truant officers. There we go. Fire. Look at that. Oh, I was kind of hoping they'd all fit in that nice little corner right there. Oh well. Alright, we'll have the fire across from there. And we won't be too gruesome. We'll have the healthcare a little bit further away from the blurp cemetery. Okay. Alright, so that takes care of that. That actually gets power there, which is pretty cool. This is going to be entirely residential. Low density. There's not enough demand for high density at the moment, so... And I can do large swaths of low density with not too much concern about throwing off the growth. We will have a smattering of commercial next to the fire station. And a smattering of commercial over here. Low density. But a little bit spaced out. Okay. That should work out. Alright. And then finally, we'll just have low density residential there. Okay. And then this road, don't know what I'm going to do with that. Might be residential. I should unpause. It's kind of silly to keep the game paused. I don't know. That's just a habit of mine that I need to get out of, is constantly pausing the game. Okay. So we've got a little bit of that area. Is that actually zoned? Oh, I should probably... Okay. Now that I actually have roads down here, let's bring new Thebes out. Oh, I forgot all about Eastgate Park. That little park that almost rings the entire Rotunda neighborhood. So let's go ahead, we'll just go right into that. We'll bring it out to cover all of this. It isn't important if it is actually covered as a city or not, or a neighborhood or not, but... And then this area, I don't know what that'll be. I'll have to come up with something for that. Let's go ahead, clean up our edges. So right along the road, right into there. And then this road over here needs to be cleaned up. And there we go. Alright. Okay, I don't know what I'm going to do over here. Would that be part of Barca Plaza? Yep. Autosave. There we go. I think that would probably be part of Barca Plaza. Right up to the airport. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to extend Barca Plaza right up to the airport. Going to get a nasty edge, which we'll take care of. And later on, once I fill this in, get a slightly larger brush. Okay. Let's go ahead with a small brush. Clean up our district edges. Whoops. Actually, I'm going to end up screwing it up again, because let's just follow that road. Follow the Kathleen Hancock... Never mind. I was going to try to do a follow the yellow brick road, but Kathleen Hancock just... Yellow brick road is 4, Kathleen Hancock is 5, because Kathleen Hancock Road. Alright, Yeah, residential demand is just hanging there at 8. We got a couple houses in there. So we'll go ahead and let that continue to grow in. While it is doing that, let's take a look around the city and make certain there are no fires to put out. Yeah, we've got distribution issues over here. I don't know if I'll ever be able to get that to figure out. I mean, oh my gosh, I'm just really annoyed that these, I don't know how to work these darn storage silos and such. It just feels like, well, actually, is there a silo? There is not any storage for crops anywhere, is there? Huh. Oh wait, right here, okay. Yeah, completely full. 12 trucks in use, so they're somewhere. I would really hope they're delivering to the things that need it. Okay, I am going to put another silo down way out here. Because maybe I just need to spread things out a little bit. I don't know. I really don't. So we'll go ahead, we'll put one down by this house. And we will set it to, well, I'll leave it to balanced and see what happens. I'm just trying to figure out how the algorithm works. It feels like if you set it to fill, it will never give up any resource, anything. It just fills, and then what's the point? It's just, I mean, it feels like you have to micromanage at that point. I would rather prefer, like fill means try to maintain between 75% and 100%, and then something like balance is try to maintain between, say, 25% and 74%. And if I'm over 50, then try to distribute it. If I'm under 50, try to get more. But it just doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't seem to do that. It feels like fill means, okay, set me to 100 and then never give anything up, which doesn't do any good for anything. So maybe putting them down is what's causing my problem. Maybe if I just left them, I didn't have them, like the fields would produce stuff, and then, hey, there's a place that needs it, and it would send it there, versus sending it to a silo that just holds on to it. I've got a lot of traffic trying to get in, too. Oh, and I got some water issues. Oh, huh. How long have you folks been without water? I am so sorry. Bad mayor. Bad mayor, I am sorry. Connect that up just for that. Okay. There, you should have water now. Speaking of water, let's just take a look at our water. Oh, we've got more. Oh, wait, that's heating. We might need more sewage coming up in the near future. Sewage treatment. And then electricity, we may have to bump up TerraVolta and have it pump out just a little bit more power. Where is TerraVolta? Uh-oh. I can't remember. I think it was over here. There it is. So what are you set to? 4960. Let's look at our budget. Boy, it's been a long time since I've had to look at this panel. You're currently at 55%. Let's just go ahead. We're going to bump you up to 60. Money is not an object, but let's not be outrageous about spending fictional unlimited funds. Okay. So now what are you going to pump out? 5760. That might be enough to cover our demand for a little while. Yeah. Total 5781, so we're producing about 1400 more than we need. So that's pretty good. And then I do need more sewage, so we're going to just plunk some more sewage treatment, or expels, whatever you want to call them, out here by Hamidon. So, and in a normal game, I would not do this because this would send it straight to the city, but there is no pollution. This is, as I've said multiple times, this is in a full creative mode, and in this creative mode, I have disabled even pollution. I'm not going for so much realism anymore in this city. I'm just playing it for fun. I want to just build and have fun building. So, there we go. That should take care of our sewage demands. Let's watch once they come online. If at all. There we go. 1, 2, 3. And our sewage draining capacity has upped, so we're okay. Okay. 331,000 folks. Actually went up 4,000 since the start of the episode, so that's pretty good. So folks are moving into the city, which is awesome to see. How's Tangle Town working out? Yeah, it's appropriately named. It really is. I screwed up Tangle Town big time. I don't know what I can do to fix this. Maybe what I need to do is just start removing some of the industry in there and changing it over to offices, because there's just way too much industry trying to export there. I generally don't try to make industry areas that large, and you can see I did start putting some in. In fact, I think that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to just go ahead and do it right now. I'm going to take out this industry and this, and we're going to replace it all with office. The offices are just going to slowly move into Tangle Town. So they'll be like clean industry, which is almost literally what offices are. But they'll be, yeah, clean industry, for lack of a better term. I should probably start putting some sort of mass transit through there too. So come on, I'm waiting for these last little bits to go away. Or am I going to have to pull out the bulldozer? You're going to make me pull out the bulldozer, aren't you? Okay. Office, office. Let's take a look. Do I have... Oh, I do have a bus route through there. Okay. So they should be okay with that. While I'm looking at it, I should look at post offices. I always forget about them. Okay, I have like... I had this problem in a recent episode of Knight's Gauntlet. Okay, so there it is showing up. So now let's come back over to here, and then here. So did I really just not put any... I don't have any post offices anywhere out here. Oops. Okay, well, before they build too much out here, let's get a post office in the middle. Actually, this might be a good spot for... Oh, I can't really fit one kind of... Oh, I could if I blew away a little bit of office there. Boom, I think it needs it. But I don't think that covers postal entirely. That just covers getting mail in and out of there. You know what I really should have done is put it over here by the freeway, now that I think about it. Oh well. But the District of Chivalry has no post office. Yikes. Let's get them a post office. At least one. We should probably get another one over here too, so we'll put another one over here. Boom. And let's get another one out here in Tangle Town, so that the industry can get their email, their mail. And it looks like Eleusis needs a post office. I'm not very good about keeping up with postal service in this game. It's just not something that I think of. I think it's a great concept. In fact, I find it more something that should be in the game than the death care. I still object to death care, and I do have that disabled. Death care, I don't really see that as being something that, you know, a public service. That's generally a private service. I think Raimi Arcade does need one more post office, though. I'm just trying to figure out a good spot for it. Right here? Okay. Let's see. Way out here, I have been really neglecting postal service, haven't I? Alright. We'll put one there. Empire Gardens. No, there's one right there, so we're fine. It's close, it's just trucks are spread a little thin. Let's go ahead, we'll put one in Helm Point out here. Boom. Okay. Where else do we have huge swap? I mean, downtown is just terrible. But it's just, it could be the way I laid out these neighborhoods and the random walk that the postal trucks use. Steel Canyon is fairly well covered except for right over here. Down here, Argosy Park could probably use a post office or two. So how about right here? Okay. Didn't think this was going to turn into an episode about putting down post offices, but I really always just forget about them. So let's go ahead, we're going to put one out on this road, and maybe that will, because eventually this road will turn into something. I don't know what will go along that road, but it will eventually. Louis Forest, looks like it's okay. I mean, yeah, most of this is just the random walk algorithm of the Postal Service trucks. Although, I don't have anything in this area. So let's go ahead, I'll put a post office down here. Did I really just totally ignore? Okay, there's one way up there in the corner, but yeah, I just kind of ignored all of this too. Okay, where can I fit? This is one of the reasons that I leave these little corners open, so that I can, come back and put things down. Services that I forget about. So, okay, there's a post office there. Overbrook should really have a postal service, or a post office as well. Now, why do I have that road do that? What is the point of that? There. That takes care of that. Yeah, way out here. Let's put another one out over here. Boom, okay. My newly built areas, New Sparta. Yep, I kind of ignored them too, so let's go ahead, we'll put one in. Do I have anarchy going? No, so we'll go ahead, we'll put one in right there, and then we'll put one in this newly built area before it gets too developed. How about right there? Okay. Alright, I think that's enough coverage for the moment. Although, do I need to look over here? Do I have a okay, there's one right there. But we could put one down at this corner right here. Boom, okay. Alright, I hope that does better for the city. I'm trying to remember what Postal Service actually does. Acceptance and delivery letters, but what does it do? I mean, what happens? I guess it's happiness. Overall happiness. So, okay. Should Kings Row have its own post office? It is pretty darn big. There. Okay. Actually, I should probably have a distribution center out there. Let's unpause the game! Okay. So we've done a little bit of expansion into New Sparta and New Thebes. We're trying to reach out to fill in this gap over here. Paladin Vineyards. I want to get a little bit more agricultural going on over here. Up on this hill, as it were. And I would like to get another golf course going. I think that's what I was saying. Another one is I want to get another 9 or even an 18-hole golf course going. I'm really happy with this. I think it's so cool. It just gives the city more of that organic look. Because now you've got features that are not just roads that are not in a grid, but you have features that aren't square. Because if you look, everything is, all the features are kind of square as well. But of course, most buildings are. So, thinking of that. Oh yeah, there it is right there. Okay. I was like, do I have the Flatiron building? And yeah, I do. There it is. So, which I thought was appropriate on such a corner as this. All right. So, we've got distribution issues. Traffic, basically. Traffic is a problem. 74%. But it isn't, the traffic issues are downtown, which I totally would say is a normal thing, in all honesty. My freeways are doing really well. Tangle Town is a mess. But you can see it's actually gotten a little bit better now that the offices are replacing the industry. Rotunda is doing really well. There's a lot of traffic here. It looks like there's a lot of traffic that wants to go from the cargo terminal into downtown Rotunda. So maybe I need to re-examine a path between this distribution center and Rotunda. So this freeway is getting a little heavy. Wow. A lot of traffic there. Of course, Kings Row. Yep. My industry areas are really the other part that's just bringing my traffic rating down. Most of my residential and commercial areas are doing really well. It's just Steel Canyon has a real big problem. Last thing I want to check on is out here. I may end up having to redo this. As much as I love what I've done out here, this is not functioning. It's just not working. I may have to rebuild and move this out this way, unfortunately. I made a huge mistake here. I should not have put an industrial terminal that close to the edge of the map, because it just can't operate, it can't function. As you see, it just cannot function because all these incoming trains are constantly getting in the way. No matter what I do, there's an incoming train in the way. So, yeah. And I'm not going to sit here and babysit it, because that's not fun. So, but other than that, this station is working out really well. Not as many people going through it as I would like, but it looks really beautiful. Moving this shouldn't be a big deal. I'd have to remove this and probably just move this terminal to about over here somewhere. And then maybe swap. Have the freight terminals over here and the little bit of industry over here. So I may do that on camera, I may do that off camera. We'll see. This still seems to be operating perfectly fine. I just don't know what's happening to the freight once it gets here. Is this actually impacting delivery of goods or not? I don't know. So, Shitfalls is holding up, but it is at maximum capacity. We have our reservoirs out at Paragon Waterworks, so that's holding out pretty well. Snootyton and Snootyville are holding out very well. That's really good to see. Our golf course, it'd be neat if I could see how many people actually visit. Well, I kind of can, because it's in a park here. One visitor. Oh well. Actually, is that a full park? Yeah, it is. Knight's Green. Okay. Yep. It's still just 1 star, though. Probably will always be 1 star because, well, I have enough entertainment. I just don't have enough visitors. That's what the problem is. And there's nothing for people to visit. That's what the problem is. So if I were to put a little bit more in here for people to visit, I might actually get that to go up. I want this to stay kind of as a golf course, but I would like to get people to visit it. So I think having a couple other little things might not be a bad idea. So that's my cafe. That's my info. So that my cafe. Whoop. This is my pro shop, even though it's the info booth. Sorry, I had to get rid of that music that was playing because I've got to get that out of my playlist. I don't know how it keeps sneaking back in. So I hope nobody gets upset about the fact that I am not trying to make money off of the music that's playing. I'm not even monetized, but anyhow, I know that doesn't matter. It's just, I just want to play the game, and it was an unfortunate mistake. So I'm really hoping nobody gets too upset about that. Okay. Nobody's going to visit that. That's just there. Sandbox. I find that kind of funny. It's kind of like the sand trap. So, but I just want more visitors to come in so that the park actually will increase in value, or in level, as it were. Because, yeah, I need more visitors. So, okay. Enough of that. Actually, one last thing. I want to see how all my parks are doing. Okay. Sugar Maple Gardens, so... Oh, a lot more parks than I thought I did. Sir Wincelot Park. Huh. 0 visitors. Really? Nobody wants to visit Sir Wincelot Park, huh? Huh. Okay. Oh, is it because it's not connected to the road properly? Let's just drop that to free. I don't need the money. So... Funny that there's like nobody visiting. Okay. I wonder if it's because it's not connected. I wonder if that's what the problem is. Is this not considered connected to the road and therefore nobody can get to it? I suppose I can... Okay, before we end the episode, I'm going to try something. And then I will forget that I did this, but we're going to put a little side gate in. I'm going to put it in right here, and we're going to connect to it. And then we'll see if people actually come in, and if they come in through this gate, then we know the problem is this gate is not connected. So, but yeah, it is weird to see 0 visitors. But anyhow. Okay. Everybody, I hope you're having a great time watching the series. And I hope you enjoyed this episode of Cities, Skylines, Knight's Helm. This city is turning out to be awesome. Actually, before I exit, let's see, 333,821. That is about 6,200. So 6,200 folks have moved in since the start of the episode. That's always a good thing to see. And we've got the Planet Express ship is going tumbling out of control up there. Wow. Okay, Bender must be at the controls. That's probably what's going on. So, alright. So yeah, the city, I love it. It is looking really well. Is it a realistic city? By no means. No, it is not. By no means, yes? What would... No, I don't know. By no means is this a realistic city. It is a fun, fictional city, and I am really enjoying it. I love it. I've had so much fun building it. I don't know how many more episodes we're going to have, or I'm going to have, with this particular city. I want it to keep going. I want to hit that 500,000 mark. That's going to be a really ambitious goal because that is a very difficult thing to achieve. But there's so many wonderful little gems throughout the city, and what I would like to do is revisit all those little things that I built that I probably have completely and utterly forgotten about over time. But you know, these little things like the District of Chivalry Park in here. I just love this little park. It is so wonderful. It is a beautiful little thing. There's the animated fountain that I was looking for in to go put in front of Kuros Paladin International Airport. You know, things like that. I love this little Chicago-esque area where we've got the 5 signature towers there. So it's kind of like, it's not part of Steel Canyon, but it's its own little area. What I really like is how I'm making the city kind of spread out from the downtown area of Steel Canyon. So it really is like the height of the entire city. Only the CN Tower is taller than anything else. You know, this is kind of the central core, and then things just kind of spread out. You've got a couple things outside of it. And then Rotunda also had its little core going on as well. So I just want to have suburbs and maybe just keep coming out this way and fill in a lot of the area. But it's also organic in its growth. It doesn't grow out in a circle or in a square. It grows out because there was growth of our demand this direction. And the last thing I just want to do is, I don't like how I've got this, you know, high rises and skyscrapers right next to the forest. It's just a little bit unrealistic. So as I go forward, I'm going to put some low density in along here to just give that grade a little bit more smooth than just sudden drop off, that cliff. So lots of room for expansion. I'm loving Gath Paladin International Park. I don't know how popular it is, but I love it. I did a lot of work with it. Total visitors of 167,000. 61 last week. Here. You know, I kind of hoped this would, well, actually, probably what's going on, now that I think about it. No, they still had to pass through here. So it's not like they're sneaking in. Anyhow, I was kind of hoping the cable cars would get people to explore the entire park, because it is very spread out. And I think the cable cars are an awesome option to get around. In fact, I probably should, at some point, maybe even bring cable cars all the way over and connect over here and be like Walt Disney World, where you've got the transportation center. So I've got the monorail station, or yeah, I could do that possibly. Have a monorail line as well. Options to look at in the future. In fact, well, I could still do it. I could have a monorail line if I redirect this one to go to the center platform. I could then repurpose that platform and come out to this over here. But not going to do that right now. We're at 44 minutes in. So everybody, like I said, I hope you had a great time. Lots of things I can do at the city. Lots of room for improvement. Can always do a lot better. I need to do something out here with Grenadier Village. That's also one of those. You know, I need some kind of a get rid of this cliff where it's skyscrapers and then just forest. But I'm loving it. It is a great city. I'm proud of it. There are problems, but no city is perfect. Everybody? Oh, there's that skybox just changed to nighttime. Clouds just poof disappear. It's magic in Night's Helm. That's right. So everybody, take care, and I will see all of you in the next episode.